Hello, welcome to this week's RNR, or the last 2 months RNR, whatever. We do it weekly, monthly, daily, whatever. We're going to do it every Sunday now, whether we have a movie review or not.
Alrighty then.
I was going to tell you that before we started.
Thanks.
No problem. This episode of R&R will be a bit of many things. We're going to start with our review of It. Spoilers.
Yes, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't seen it yet, you may not want to watch this until you've seen the movie.
If you've seen the original It, the 1990 TV movie, you might know what happens. They don't stray too far from the formula.
Well, I beg to differ on that, but I mean, alright, anyway, for me, this movie was far superior over the original 1990 made-for-TV movie starring John Boy.
Who? John Voight?
John Boy.
John Boy. Sorry, I wasn't really listening.
It happens.
Yeah, John Boy. John Ritter.
And
Right.
a few other people, yeah.
And I recognize all of them except for the woman.
I don't know.
I've seen him in other shit other than
Yeah.
her. I've probably seen her in something too.
Probably in Hallmark movies. Anyway, to me, this is almost a completely different film than the original. Even, Pennywise, the kids, it's
The town there.
Yeah.
Basically, it's everything that was in the original movie except for new people.
But this one is this one is so well done compared to the original. It's a completely different film for me.
Mm-hmm.
The actors that they got for the kids' parts were excellent. They definitely spent plenty of time building up the relationship for the kids and giving each one their individual personalities. You really connected with the kids, especially if you were a kid once yourself.
Well, as you know, I was born 35 years old, adult, so I don't know what you're talking about. Do go on.
Okay. It just felt very genuine. Nothing was, as far as the kids, it could have been any kid growing up, with a group of friends fighting demonic evil presence, as we all did. There was gore. It's definitely not a family film. There was foul language, adult content, the whole 9 yards, everything you need to make a good flick. But none of it seemed excessive.
No.
It was just enough for what the movie needed, if you understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's what a movie based on Stephen King's book, It, should have been. It's what it needed to be.
Okay.
I can't really say anything negative about the film. If I had to pick something, there were a few parts in the CGI of Pennywise that seemed a little more animated than it should have, a little more cartoony. Not much. I can way look past that, and where it doesn't even, doesn't bother me at all. But that's really the only thing negative. And I can't even really say it's negative. It just happened to be the way it is.
It was very twitchy.
Very twitchy. Too much espresso, maybe.
Possibly. Well, this was a fault with the original movie. Pennywise kind of gives up too easy. Kind of has him in a scary situation. He's like, I'm good here. I'll get him the next time.
Yeah.
But, what can you do? I do believe just like fucking with people more than killing them.
That was part of it. He does that in order to bring the fear out in them, and the more he messes with the kids, the more fear is there, which gives him more strength.
Well, I figured so, but there's, I thought it was quite interesting. I've always thought it was quite interesting. Like, yeah, we got him, but we don't, so we'll just keep going. 2 hours and 15 minutes long, and it only did part 1 of the Stephen King book, so only did it when they were kids, so really was able to flesh out the whole story. What was the bully's name again?
Henry.
Henry, the bully, was the scary part of this fucking movie. He was fucking sadistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry. I mean, Pennywise, obviously, he was creepy as fuck, but from the first moment I saw the trailer, and it held true through this movie, Pennywise, this version, is scarier. He's creepy even when he's kind of smiling, drawing, when he was drawing Georgie. No. No, he was creepy from the moment that shit started.
Well, clowns in general have a creepiness to them, and the fact that you knew what he was all about.
No. 1990 Pennywise. He was scary because he looked nice from the first moment you see him. Then he could turn that fucking creepy shit on, and that's what made Tim Curry's Pennywise much scarier, because I could see falling for that bullshit. Not anymore. Fuck clowns. Fuck a motherfucking clown. Any of them. I hope y'all go unemployed.
I don't have a problem with clowns. I mean, everybody's got to make a living doing something. Why not clowns? Well, John Wayne Gacy, I have a problem with that clown.
Is that why you dressed up as him for
I
Halloween?
did not dress up as John Wayne Gacy. I just happened to be a clown.
Check Rick's Halloween 2014. It's the same fucking makeup. He knew what he was doing.
I did not. It was a complete accident.
I hate you.
It was a complete coincidence that I just
coincidentally get that makeup perfect. Motherfucker! Apparently someone's getting pounded. There might be a rape in the parking lot. Hang on.
It's not me.
Yet. Not, well... We'll continue to record.
Yeah. The Tim Curry's Pennywise will always be superior no matter what they do. They'll never get anybody to play that character like Tim Curry. That's pretty much any character that Tim Curry ever played.
Yeah, it's pretty much a only he can do it type of role.
But all in all, this movie
was tits.
It was, tits. Yeah. Big tits. I can't really say it exceeded expectations, because I expected it to be
better.
A lot better than what they did back in 1990. And I expected it to be a lot darker and more violent, more graphic. And it was. But that, to me, that's not what made the movie better. Like I said before, it was the way they developed all of the characters, and you really cared about each one.
Yeah.
I mean, even the bully, you even cared about the bully because you want to.
Fuck that motherfucker.
I mean, I felt sorry for the kid because a product of an abusive household. It's not the kid's fault he was a psychopath, or.
You know what? That is such a millennial point of view.
It's not just a.
Yes, it is.
No, he's the product of a tormented childhood.
Was he tormented?
His dad was a fucking dick.
Was he?
Yeah.
He saved the cat's life.
Fuck the cat. He fucking pulls the gun from the kid's hand and starts.
No! Don't fuck the cat!
He took the gun from his son and then fired like 3 or 4 rounds into the ground at his kid's feet. If that doesn't just scream out, "You're fucking your kid up," what does? And I blame, as messed up as Henry was in the movie, it all goes back to his dad.
Well, they didn't delve too deep into that.
No, they didn't. But
he's just assuming.
I am assuming
Sometimes people are just douchebags.
But it's all goes back to the parents. Either it's something the parents did or didn't do that fucked the kid up.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, in my opinion, the bully was fucked up because his dad fucked him up. They didn't even show his mom, but who knows?
A lot of dead moms in this movie.
Yeah.
Like everyone was a single parent.
Yeah. And this was what, 88 and 89?
89. Summer of Batman.
Ah, yes.
And Ghostbusters 2.
Ah, yes.
Lethal Weapon 2. It was a good summer. They kept showing new movies on the damn billboard. I'm like, damn, that did come out that year.
Oh, yeah, and they did the Nightmare on Elm Street 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had that on the marquee over the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was a nice little
Touch.
Yeah. And the photo of Pennywise.
The photo of Pennywise, and they had the little statue of Pennywise.
Yeah.
But they actually had Tim Curry photo on the wall. I was like, I like it.
Yeah.
Some sort of ode to him.
Yeah.
Overall, the character development was good. No, I mean, I don't remember his name. I barely remember any of their names, actually. The only one I know is Ben, the fat kid.
Yeah.
Because I relate to the fat kid.
As do I.
Now, I will say, watching the fat kid and his ways with the ladies, I was like, oh, if that's a group of friends.
I was waiting for that one.
He's just, you guys have the same skills. If he had bought a Nacho Bel Grande for that girl, this guy, perfect.
That was 20 years ago.
It was 20 years ago, but still fucking funny.
And my skills with the ladies have improved about. They haven't improved at all.
But that's okay. It was still pretty smooth.
Oh, yeah, it was smooth, all right.
For a 18-year-old who never had a girlfriend before, I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not delve deeper into my lack of whatever it is I'm lacking.
That's all right. I just know who's made that New Kids on the Block joke. I'm like, it's Rick.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not smooth either.
I listened to New Kids on the Block back in the day. I'll admit it. They had some tasty jams.
Yes. They had the right stuff.
They did.
If you like Stranger Things,
yes,
or any 80s movie with kids, basically. You like the Goonies? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little scarier.
It definitely had a Goonies or Stranger Things vibe.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's why it works so well.
Yeah. Plus the kids were good actors.
Yes.
Yeah, they were believable.
Yeah, I'm sure most kids growing up had a group of friends that, any one of them could say, "Oh, that's so and so of the group," or "That's so and so of the group." I had friends just like that, and I think that's why one of the reasons why it appeals to a lot of people.
I didn't have any friends.
I know. I wasn't including you in that.
Well, thank you. I couldn't pick a single one of them because I was going to be the one inside the house not doing shit.
Mm. That's okay.
Okay. Not much to say about it. Good movie. We liked it.
Thumbs up, way up.
Yeah. It's been how long since our last review? 2 months? We did Spider-Man last, right?
I think so, yeah. Spider-Man
Okay.
Homecoming, yes.
Spider-Man Homecoming was our last review. Since then, we saw Dunkirk under interesting circumstances.
Yes. Quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to go into the review of Atlantic City and New York City. We did a brief live feed from Central Park.
Yes.
Our emotions were in interesting positions.
Yeah, we weren't really in a positive mood at the time.
And it's not because of the city. New York City is wonderful from what we saw.
Yeah. Atlantic City, not too much.
Atlantic City is getting ready to be a hole in the earth.
It's already a pretty big crater.
Yeah, that's a city hanging by a thread. All they have is a boardwalk.
Yeah, and a bunch of carnival, state fair stuff.
Right?
And t-shirt shops. And
Yeah, it's...
massage parlors.
Yeah, there were...
Yeah.
It's like what the Jefferson Mall is becoming now. It's like a flea market with casinos and pizza.
Yeah. And the beach
It's dirty.
is dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, everybody wants to go to the beach. I don't want to go to the beach in Atlantic City. It was not inviting at all.
No. And if you were out there past 9 o'clock at night, there's a good chance you could get shot, raped, or maybe both.
Yeah. Or sold. Or
And that's for everybody.
Or kidnapped and sold off for sexual favors.
Right. Rick didn't get so lucky, but, he was approached by several people and surrounded often.
Yes.
Yes.
Panhandling.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Everywhere you went. Atlantic City, fuck you.
Yeah. We have no desire to go back.
Never again.
Spent 2 days there, and it was...
Shitty.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons.
It might be a good... if you're on your way somewhere, you stop in Atlantic City for a few hours and then go on your way, it might be worth. It might be okay. But to spend any extended amount of time there, I do not recommend it.
No. So we only spent a day in New York City. The day we went live was the day we were there. And what we did, we walked from the bus depot to Central Park and back.
Which took all freaking day.
It really did. And it's hot. There's a lot of people. So many people.
Yeah.
I had a slight anxiety attack. There were so many fucking people. And I think the only thing that really made my nerves go down were those topless women.
That was enjoyable.
In the street. It's just painted on. I was like, huh. Boobs are always soothing.
Boobs are good. I like boobs.
Boobs are nice. So, then, we were at the Times Square and, we walked around. We got coffee. Can't go anywhere without getting coffee, I guess.
We got coffee? Oh yeah, we did. No, I didn't get coffee.
You didn't?
You
I didn't
coffee.
get coffee. We just stopped at the coffee shop.
That's right. That's right.
Then we had a slice of pizza. That was good pizza.
It was Ray's Pizza.
Ray's Pizza.
It was good.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much the experience we had in the city. We went back to Secaucus, New Jersey, and watched Dunkirk the following day because at that point we were all done with each other and we had to go our separate ways. Dunkirk was good.
It was good.
And then the next day we went to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Yes.
The highlight of the trip.
Yes. That was very nice. Well, we got for a minute there I was getting scared because we got there and we walked up to the front door and the guy stopped us and like, sorry, we're closed right now for filming Comic Book Men. I'm like, oh shit, we're not going to be able to see this place. So he's like, come back in a couple hours. So we went over to
some really expensive, not so good Italian place.
Yeah.
It was a nice setting. The setting was lovely, but the
yes.
food was not good.
Yeah, not the best I've had. But I liked the little town. It was it was very comfy.
Yeah. Inviting.
Yeah.
Finding small town. It's like putting Shepherdsville or Mount Washington in New Jersey.
I would.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like J-Town back in the day when it was nice. Because Mount Washington doesn't have shit. At least there.
What they have?
They had restaurants and little shops and all kinds of shit. We don't have any of that out here. Unless you want to go to McDonald's.
Well, we had an Italian place.
Oh, did they close?
Well, that's something else now. It's like Lights On Bar and Grill or whatever.
Oh.
But it was an Italian place when we went, damn it.
And it was decent.
Sorry. Okay, so there's that.
Yeah. And then, after we got finished with Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, we got in the car and drove all the way from, where is that? What's the name of the city they're in?
Red Bank.
Yeah, Red Bank, New Jersey, all the way back to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes.
One shot.
We had a decision to make. Driving to Maryland and stay at that crappy hotel we stayed at on our first night with everyone who was tired of each other at that point. Or we could just do a straight shot home. And I was so tired of I love you, but I was done with him. And I was done with our friends. You can only spend so much time with people before you just hate them. So I'm like, I will drive us home. And I did. I drove for 11 hours.
Yeah. Not a whole lot to do on the road for 11 hours in the dark, except pay outrageous tolls. And what was that one, $40-some for a toll?
It was like $37 and so many cents. I thought she was kidding.
I did too. I was
like, no. I didn't pay we're not paying $37 to drive on this crappy road. We are spoiled here in Kentucky for anyone who might possibly listen to us or watch us. In Louisville, Kentucky, we have a toll that go to Indiana. And no one goes to Indiana, so I don't pay a toll. I don't pay tolls for shit. So this was life-altering, being forced to pay to drive on a road that I already pay taxes for. The fuck?
And it wasn't even in good shape. It's not like they were maintaining the road.
No. Yeah, I mean, they were pretty rough roads. Turns out the Indiana state flower grows everywhere else.
Just like Kentucky bluegrass grows, like in Tennessee.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen bluegrass here in Kentucky.
Yeah. It's pretty shitty grass here.
It's either green or brown.
Yeah. You know what the Indiana state flower is, right?
A rose?
No.
Morning glory?
No.
Hibiscus?
Close.
Marijuana?
No.
Meth?
Yeah. Do you want to know?
Yes. What is it?
It's a friggin' orange construction barrel. Never heard that before?
No.
Did I make that up?
Probably.
I don't think I made that up. Anyway, anytime I say the NESA flyer, that means there's road construction. You got those orange fucking barrels.
I totally missed the point of your comment then.
All right, we're way off. I don't even know if we have a topic anymore. We just went the Atlantic City. Fuck you, New York City. I'm going back.
I'm going back to.
I'm gonna fly there.
Yeah, I could fly there and take a taxi or an Uber to places I want to go instead of walking 5 miles from one destination to another. It's...
You know what we saw in New York City? Nothing. We saw Times Square, which is great. We saw Rockefeller Center, which is kind of cool, but whatever.
Yeah.
We just stumbled upon Carnegie Hall.
Yes.
Which is really cool. It's like, a city full of stuff. You just stumble on shit. And it's like, oh, Carnegie Hall. Nice. We didn't go to Madison Square Garden, which I don't
go to the Statue of Liberty. We didn't go to the Freedom Tower. We didn't go to Little Italy. We didn't go to Chinatown. We didn't go to Brooklyn. We didn't do any of that.
Yeah. Well,
it was just not the trip to... It was just not...
We should have spent all of our time in New York City.
Yeah.
And maybe we would have hated each other a little less.
Yeah.
The two things I wanted to see, we didn't see. So that's why we're going back. Separately. Never going on vacation with these assholes again.
Mm.
Maybe Eddie. He was cool. Didn't get that out, though. I mean, he was fine, but, Or if we ever go on, we'll bring 2 cars.
Yeah.
Well, this has been R&R. Sorry for the long layoff. We will be back sooner than later because it's the fall movie season and shit's looking good.
Yes. So,
yes.
Be doing this again next week.
Oh. Ooh. Yes. We got a wedding next week.
Ah, yes. Eddie is getting married.
Eddie Grody's getting married. It's
that
weird.
Just sounds weird.
It does sound weird. So that's this week's R&R. Thanks for listening to us ramble. Good night and good luck.
Peace.